Hi, Joji. Most pathetic men in America. I was just, before I did some my prayers and stuff and got a coffee. No hubby today. He's down at his friend's place, which is nice, but it just means I'll be taking a break and make myself another coffee in about an hour. How are you, Joe? Hope you're all okay. You and yours are all going well. And yeah, I was watching Senator or Representative Zoe Lofgren from the January 6th committee talk about, just in general terms, about Pat Cipolloni's testimony. The fact that he didn't contradict some other witnesses. Of course, she has to be very careful about what she says, but the fact that he didn't contradict some other witnesses, he had to invoke not so much the executive privilege, but I do think that from what she said, he may have had to invoke attorney-client privilege, which still lies with Trump. But as far as executive, the office of the president and stuff, there was no need to invoke that because Biden has waived that. So it was very interesting to hear. And she said he also came out with some new things, which generally, she said, make their way into the public hearings. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what happens on Tuesday's hearing. Hi, Linda B. You got home today from vacation. I hope you had a safe trip and no troubles. I know I put my start time on Sundays back till later, but for a long time I had the whole of Sunday morning to myself, and it's like, yeah. So it just means also I don't have to wake up quite as early. I woke up quite early this morning because we had a couple of things to do. And stuff, but yeah, I hope everyone's going really, really well. So we'll wait for a little bit. Now, there's so much to look at. Blinken gave a serve to, I love it, because of course, when I think of and I have to think of Secretary of State Blinken. Is that him? Anthony Blinken, because of course in a very classic Mel Brooks film, Men in Tights, there's a character, a loyal blind servant who's called Blinken, and done wonderfully by, I cannot remember the actor's name, but he does a wonderful job. Yeah. So, but I know that Blinken is, despite the pun attached to his name, is a very sharp person with his eyes open and eyes on the ball all the time. So he gave China a serve, which China were all like about. Sri Lanka, yes. Abe's assassination, yes. I'll be looking at that. Boris Trump's resignation, they are all on the list today. Sri Lanka. Now, this has I think you might get a lot of people going, oh no, that's just bad. They have put up with 30 years of corrupt government, 30 years. And the reason they want these people over, at one stage, the president and the prime minister were brothers. In fact, the previous prime minister was the president's brother, and he only resigned under protest. So there's no money, no food. It's just so. If anyone is stupid enough to liken it to what happened on January 6th, they need to go and do some research. because it's completely different. But you can bet some Republicans are going to say, see that we were right to do what we did, but what they did wasn't because was to support a corrupt um, government, not to bring one down, if you know what I mean. Hi, Dana Terry. Well, they invaded the Prime Minister's house and the Parliament, and they'd been protesting for months now, and it has been coming for months. But you can bet there's going to be some people likening the two. So. Hmm. Hi, Dana Terry. Marie Sutton, hello. So Sri Lanka's on the list. Boris Johnson, I don't know if he's out of number 10 yet. I think he's trying to hang on as the caretaker PM, but they do not want him as the caretaker PM. So under normal circumstances, that is what would happen, is like when Theresa May resigned, she stayed on as the caretaker PM until a vote could be done about 6 weeks later to elect a new leader, which Boris Johnson won. But in this case, his own party don't want him in there, and they want him out of number 10. So I'm going to have a look. One of the hot topics I did last week looked at Boris Johnson and whether he would be out of number 10 within a couple of weeks. And it said by the end of this coming week. So we'll have a look and see if Dominic Raab can step up. So we'll see if Dominic Raab will step up to say, okay, I will. He's a bit reluctant at the moment. Or a couple of days ago when I had a read on it, he was a bit reluctant. Dominic Raab is the Deputy Prime Minister of the UK. Will he step up to act as UK caretaker PM? I haven't got all the names together yet who are contending for the leadership role. So it's going to take a few weeks. I think about 6 weeks or so, the end of August possibly, before they hold a vote. So in a couple of weeks, we'll start looking at the contenders. Hi, GMAR5. Well, he has resigned, which is he has resigned as Prime Minister, but they still, under normal circumstances, he would remain as a caretaker, which means he'd have very limited power and functional power, just to keep things running. And that would be normal until a new leader was elected. Theresa May did it back in, was it 2018 or when she resigned? But even a majority of his own, they don't even want him there as caretaker Prime Minister. So they want him to leave number 10 completely. Okay, and to do that, they'll need someone else who can step up and do it. Now, Shinzo Abe, shocking. Apparently, now I did a reading on this. If you want to read the hot topics, I did. Friday's hot topics was 15 minutes long, and it was entirely on Shinzo Abe, on this assassination. And if you want to read the conclusions I came to on the person who has now admitted that he did it, I didn't know the reason, but I looked at whether he was backed by other people or not. You can become a member and you'll be able to see that. And I did a deeper read on that. Yeah. So it has been a hell of a week. Cipollone. Did he back up Cassidy Hutchinson? So we've got the up, okay, and we've got the up. Apparently, they had other witnesses in this week as well. I don't know who they were. Pat Cipollone spent 7 hours with them, 7 to 7.5 hours. Again, I asked that question if North Korea or China or Russia had any links to it. That if you want to see it, you can, become a member and go and watch it. But the story that he has told, I do think is as close to the truth as you're going to get. I think there was a little bit more involved, but as with most of these cases, it was whatever conspiracies are going to abound will not be true. Okay, as with most of these cases, it's a lone person for their own reasons. So, other witnesses, January 6th, hearing on Tuesday. Now, as with the other hearings, hi GMR5, you're taking care of your granddaughters. Loving up on them, spoiling them rotten. Hi Maura, hi Steve, hi 171 sign in. If I haven't said hello to you, it's just because I may have seen your name, but it might not have sunk in at first. So be patient and I will. What is ahead? Now, I understanding what I'm saying is that from what I've been reading, it's about Trump. Correct me if I'm wrong before we get to this reading. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Trump getting the organizers together or something along those lines. So if somebody can just clarify that for me if they've read, because I only had time for a quick look. So, yeah, June was, as you know, June really knocked me about with severe infections, and then I had a lot going on. So I'm just recovering my balance now. And I was hoping to go on with a couple of people in June and didn't get back to them. So I'll be reaching out to a couple of people. I won't tell you who they are until we sort something out. Yeah. Ooh, she did say there was some new things. Yes, because the pardons would have to go through his office or something. Pardons. She did say there was some new things. So the pardons. Did he say anything? Even if he said something, that might not come out on Tuesday. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I'm having a bit of a very slow cleanup and stuff and sorting things out around here. Yeah. Whining on a video. Yeah. So it'll be interesting because he was there for 7 hours apparently, and that's 8 hours all up, and we're taking out lunch, which was only about half an hour, and breaks about 7 to 7.5 hours. So it's just over 7 hours of testimony, and apparently that is a lot. That's like so we'll be looking at that. It's been a really, really busy week, hasn't it? Oh, well, thank you, my darlings. Thank you. I'm working on it, but I've still got a few things I have to improve on. I'm still doing a few naughty things, which I shouldn't be doing and stuff. So, but I'm getting there. Um, and and I'm okay. Without going into details, I do have a couple of family members who are going through much worse than I am. Um, I've just got health stuff. But I've got a couple of family members, and I'm not going to say who they are or what's wrong, but they're going through some really tough stuff. So if you can send some loving energy to um, my family and healing energy to my family members who I'm thinking of, I would really appreciate it. Me, what I have is mostly brought on by my own neglect of my health, and you've got to, yeah. Not the ear infection, but oh, that was awful. Yeah, thank you. Sometimes a family as a whole, we all come together to think about others, and yeah, so just a little bit of help. Oh, I accidentally turned my mic off. Can you hear me? One, two, two, two. Oh, mm. He's got a rally in Nevada tonight, but I don't think that's going to go well because Nevada is a very pro-abortion state, pro-choice state, and there's some really, really angry people. But what I want to ask, oh, thank you. It's not so much for me, just for a couple of my family members who, it never hurts to, and I'm not going to say who they are, but just, you know, any members, you know, who have been doing it tough. I know a couple have COVID, or getting over COVID. Mm, so, yeah. Also, I want to look at, will the Biden administration be able to uh, get some action on gas and food prices? Okay, now I think we should make a start. But first, let's all reach out and just um, send a prayer to all those who are suffering, or all around the world. Just send out a burst of loving, positive, and healing energy to all those who are suffering. Some people, you know, are suffering from things they'll never recover from, but we can at least help make them comfortable energy, loving energy, positive energy, and healing energy. I go green green for comforting, pink for loving, yellow for positive, white for healing, and just they're the colors I send out, and to all of those who need it. Hi, what? Yeah, apparently you'll be in Nevada, um, maybe today or something like Sunday. Mm. Okay. What a week! What a week! Will this? So I'm going to ask this question. Globally, will this be a calmer week. I mean, with Sri Lanka, Boris Johnson, Shinzo Abe, China sticking their nose in again and causing unrest. Of course, with the ongoing problem in the Ukraine, let's not forget that. We'll ask, is there a turning point? Inside. A turning point meaning a turning point towards Ukraine. Winning inside. They're holding their own, but a turning point would not hurt, would it? So, is there a turning point in sight? We've also had a resurgence of the coup belt in Africa. A million barrels. Okay, well, did Biden send 1 million barrels of oil to a... Now, I heard something about him sending some oil to somewhere, but we don't know whether that is the truth or what. So, is it true? And if so, why? I got released rather than sent, so I don't know. Hi, Shelby Lisa. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Hi, Geek. Hi, Aline. But first, I'm going to just open up and we're going to have a look and see will this week globally see a calming of tensions globally? Okay. That's all right. I hope they're well and hope you're well and you. I know there was some very hot weather over there this week. Will this week see a easing of global tensions? Let's have a look at what's in store for this week. I'm going to do a small cross. Okay. Hey, Bubba. Oh, honestly, about 25 minutes before I came on, I was in tears. I was sobbing because I couldn't find Bubba Girl. I thought she'd escaped. And I was breaking down. I don't know if my eyes are still red, but I was sobbing because I thought she'd gotten out. And I was calling her and shaking the bag of nummies. And I'm like sobbing my eyes out. And I glance over and I see the little head, the corner of the head with the... And it's like, she came around, looked down at the nummies I put on the ground for her, went, turned tail and walked away. You played a mean trick on Mummy. Yeah, absolutely, just. She's a cat. That's what they do. It's like, what's all the fuss about, Yeah. Mm. Okay, so globally, will there things be a bit calmer? Will there be an easing of tensions globally this week? Oh my goodness! Right at the center of the thing is, I think there's more to come. There's more high impact events coming this week, so I'd say that's a no. A few more shocks happening this week, and I'm looking at globally, not just US or UK or but globally. But things that happen, there are some areas with something happening um, can affect everywhere else. Hi, Patricia Franchino. Um, and of course, with the wheat. Hi, Melinda. What is the challenge? Stan, the challenges for this coming week in this position. So I'm doing a 5 card cross. What's to come? What the challenges are? What are the advice? What's at the base of this? What should we focus on about this to get through, and what the outcome's going to be at the end of the week? Okay, so we've got the challenge is standing in defense and setting boundaries. What is the advice? Try and slow things down with the Knight of Pentacles. Try and slow things down and take a pause. And it's like dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Hey, Bubba, what you doing? Hey? Yeah? Oh, okay. um, slow things down and just double check everything, every agreement, everything. Make sure we know the ins and outs. I told you Elon Musk would try to get out of Twitter too, didn't I? Okay, let's have a look. Yes, I'm sounding a bit smug there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guides. I shouldn't do that. It's like what where should we focus our energies this week to help ships coming in? I feel like this is the card of consequences, and I feel like it should be minimizing the consequences of some of the actions or some of the events of this coming week. Okay. That's what, as a global community, like governments, G20's been on in Indonesia. I'm pretty sure it's Indonesia that it's on. I will ask, I'll do a clarifier on this tower. But the outcome for the week for the global community, sort of not things coming to a head, but an end of a cycle that's an end of a cycle. The Ten of Pentacles, legacy, generational. It's like we're coming out of a generational cycle where that indicates that it's about global changes. Now I'm going to take the Tower out and do a bit of a clarifier on that. But first, I need to just free up a little bit of space here in front of me. So I'm just going to grab a deck that we got here. I haven't done a deck rotation in a while. I might do that this week sometime, but just I'm just going to look on my other screen. Okay. New tab. Move to a new window. So this is just I'm just typing in the G20. I know that this has been on Summit 2022. It's been on in Bali. It's on in November. Right, 15th and 16th of November. What's happening? Is it G7? No, it's not G7. There's something going on in Indonesia at the moment. No, that was last month. So there's something coming up. Events, this global summits. July 2022. Are there any on? August 3. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, Randy. Without my coffee maker. Yeah, it's fine. There's no cream either, so I'm having milk. But yeah, he's down visiting his friend, and yeah. Because we're looking at this week, NATO things come to go on. Wow. There's a month-long conference in New York in August, August 1st to 26th, on the Treaty on Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. Okay, so there's nothing this week, so there's no big summit or anything, but there is definitely something happening, and it is, and because I'm looking at global, it is going to send some shockwaves around the place. I guess I can ask, is this a natural event? Like a natural disaster? No, it's got the Three of Swords. But it is going to cause heartbreak. It's going to cause heartache and loss. Ten of Wands. And it is going to place quite a burden on the global community. Well, you know what? Yes or no? Is it a natural event? Yes or no? What card? Oh, I've got two cards. The Eight of Wands. It's something that's going to happen very quickly. And the Nine of Wands is going to happen. It is going to upset things. Now, there's that region in Uzbekistan where there's some tensions as well. I don't think it'll have, if something does happen, if it's a natural event, it'll be quite without warning. Nine of Pentacles reversed. And it will upset the balance. And interesting because we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So things are coming together. It will, I think it will bring together that last stages of stuff that need to be brought together to complete this generational cycle. So it's going to be interesting. Hello, Secrets of Red Moon Tarot. How are you? And welcome. Maury, you're going through a bit of pain, my lovely. Oh, hi, Human Generic. Okay, so I've asked if things are going to be calmer this coming week, and possibly not. There might be an event that sort of is felt, because I asked globally, so there's going to be an event that is felt. It's Jean. It's Jean. Oh, Jean, you've just changed your name. Yeah, I thought there's something familiar about that picture, but yeah. Okay. It's me, it's genius. Yep. Geek, stop flirting. This is a tarot channel. It is not a flirt channel, Geek. Okay. Dean, please email me. I'd like to see if you'd like to come and join me on a live. Hi, Edna May. Now, well, like I said, it has been a week. With the things happening in Sri Lanka, will Sri Lanka settle down? I actually think some of what's happening this week might be will there be an escalation of trouble in Sri Lanka? Oh, I'm only on my first, my darling. Oh, sweetheart. If anybody knows how to send Reiki energy to Maura to help her with her nerve blocks, please feel free to do so. Hubby is doing well. He's just down visiting a friend today. He used to do Saturdays, but they've moved it to Sundays for some reason. So it means on Sunday mornings I have to get my own coffee. So yeah. So is some of the upset in the coming week to do with Sri Lanka? King of Pentacles, the corruption. I was watching the news story. One of the women said they want their money back. They want the money that was stolen from them. The country, you know. corruption, the president and the prime minister, the president especially. Yeah, validation. I'm going to do with some validation of why this political upset happened. Oh, suspension, hangman. Okay. There might be some companies freezing assets of some people from Sri Lanka. There might be some assets frozen around the globe, that some investigations into assets that actually belong to the Sri Lankan people and were stolen from them. Is this frozen asset? You know how, like they did with Putin and all those people? Yes. Securities, money, yep. So there's going to be, quite interesting. Sri Lanka's going to be, it's been building for weeks. Geeks behave. Now, Boris Johnson. So he has resigned as Prime Minister, but of course, it takes several weeks to get the party together and get the party votes and ask for nominations. Usually, the person who's just resigned stays on as a caretaker Prime Minister. And that wouldn't happen under normal circumstances. But in these circumstances, they don't even want him there in a caretaker role. They want him gone. Absolutely gone. They want him out of number 10. This is how much support this man does not have. So, I'm just going to put this deck here. Oh, others are egging it on. Yeah, right. Okay, now. So, is Boris Johnson going to be... Okay. Will Dominic... Right, okay. Will he be out of number 10 by the end of this week? And this is something I looked at last week, that he'd be out of number 10. Would he still be there and at the end of this coming week? And it said no. So will he still be at number 10 at the end of this week? It'd be a miracle if he was. So if he's out, will Dominic Raab step in and say, I step in as caretaker Prime Minister for Britain? Dominic Raab, who is currently the Deputy Prime Minister for the UK. Self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity. It's not a normal situation. I don't think he really wants to. Meditation, contemplation. Yeah, he really does not want to. But this deck's got reversals in it as well. So the one-sided charity was the 6 of Pentacles reversed. And then we've got the 4. I don't think it's something he ever saw himself being. I think but he is contemplating it. Yes or no, will he step in and become the caretaker Prime Minister? inner clarity, rethinking an idea, clouded judgment. Will somebody else be appointed caretaker prime minister? Misery, distress, ruin, indigence, adverse, calamity, disgrace, deception. Okay. This week's going to be in the UK. This week is not very clear. But there's still a whole heap of people who want him gone. Again, we had a tower in the centre of global events this week. If Dominic Raab doesn't want to do it, I think the Chancellor of the Exchequer could do it. So will the new Chancellor of the Exchequer do it? New ways of communicating, possibly. There's a lot of now. When I asked the same question during the hot topics this week, if Dominic Raab would step up to be caretaker prime minister, and I got the same. He doesn't really want to. He will probably do it if he has no choice, but he really doesn't want to. And this is the same sort of message I got here. Hi, Bora Bora 333. Hi, Fern Robin Blank. Of course, it's innocent fun. Now, wow. Another deck. I have nerve pain. I've suffered from sciatica since I was 14. I got a virus that buggered up the God knows what sort of virus, but I did. That's what they told me. It was. I have sciatica, and you don't get sciatica at 14 unless it damaged the cartilage. So, and it hurts. An otherwise healthy 14-year-old should be able to get up and walk around without pain going down their legs and pain in their hips. But yeah. Anyway, will somebody else be appointed caretaker prime minister in the UK this week? Six of Cups, a happy house, and childhood memories. So that's an indication of, yes, things will settle down and they'll be happier with that. Will it be Dominic Raab? Whether he wants to or not. I asked if he will step up, but he doesn't really want to. But will he be appointed? Will it be Dominic Raab? No, not necessarily. Will it be the Chancellor? There we go. Whoever it is this week, as Chancellor of the Exchequer, could possibly this week be appointed caretaker prime minister. For whatever reason, Dominic Raab really doesn't want to do it. So if he doesn't do it, the new Chancellor might be appointed. What a way to start a new job, eh? Anyway, so that's the UK. Shinzo Abe. the story he told, the man who shot him, it's largely true. I think there's a bit more to it, but if you want a deeper reading, because I did the hot topics for Friday, it's 15 minutes. If you want to have a look at that, you can become a member. It's $3.99 a month, and you can go and look at that. There's a bit more to the story, but as for whether there was China, North Korea, and Russia, any influence there, I didn't get any of that. Okay. So. And I don't think I covered all of it with the story. So, is there more to the story that he's telling? Yeah, there is some more to the story. Okay, but is it largely? But is it internal to Japan? Yes, there's some things. There is some deception to his story. Okay, when I did the reading on Friday, none of his story came out. I just got that he largely acted alone without interference from foreign people. That doesn't mean he didn't have there wasn't some internal thing. So there is more to come out. So they haven't got the whole story yet. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel there's another player there, but the guy may have been played. Was this gentleman played? You see, there's a very smug person here. This man's fears and frustrations. I do feel that his situation may have been played upon by others. Suspension. Yeah, I do feel there's more to come out. There's more to this story than even this gentleman knows, I think. So there's a certain amount of manipulation happening on, but whether I do not think it's external to Japan. I think if there is other interests who are involved, they will be in Japan. I just have to check the text, guys. And then I'm going to just make a coffee. And then I thought I might do a few single card reads, okay? Okay, so if you'll excuse me for a minute, I'll go make some fresh coffee. And I've got some music playing in the background. I don't know if you've been hearing it or not. Yes, I'm going to go and make a fresh coffee. And then I thought we'll do a few single card reads, and then we'll hit the January 6th stuff, okay? And, and some stuff. Okay, so I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. Hey, Papa. Come here. Oh, you've had some of your food. Good boy. Come here. Come to Mummy. Come here. Come to Mummy. Come here. Oh, the bestest boy. The bestest little Whitby. You are, aren't you? Come here, sweetheart. Good boy for eating some of your food. Hey. Oh. Oh. I am back. Oh. Fresh coffee. Had a little bit of food. Gave Whitby a pat and a treat. And now, so how about we do a few single card reads. So look, if you've had a single card in the last week, can you step aside and let somebody else have one for now? So about 5 people. So if you want a single card read, I'm going to do 5 people. So first 5 to put their hands up. Hi, Marie Henson. You're from Texas. Do you want to? Who wants a single card? You can ask a question if you want, or if you just want a general read. Marie Henson, please. Okay. Here you go. So here's Marie Henson. A card for you. I'm going to do 5 people. So Marie is the first of 5. So 4 other people. Thanks, Joe. So Marie Henson, Guide to the Highest Truth and Compassion. Okay. Yeah, put a wavy hand up. That'll do. Okay. The moon. Powerful, intuitive epiphanies. Okay. So you've got the moon, my dear. Letting go of worry and fear and understanding the truth of a situation. So I think that this is your gut's telling you that there's more to a situation than you're being told. I think it's more of a case that people don't want to worry you. And that can be really annoying because then they tell you the whole story. By only telling you what they think you need to know so you don't worry, that doesn't help, does it? Demand some answers. And, you know, because your gut's telling you, hi, Jenny Penny. Hi, Bo Smith. Hi, Sandra Henderson. Yep. Your gut's telling you, oh, look, they may be trying to save me some worry, but, you know, I think you have had a bit of a stressful time lately. Just let go of that stress, that worry, that fear. Um, they're just trying to be nice, but honestly, uh, I think you have a much better grasp of the situation than people think. Yeah, yeah. So go with your gut. Just say, look, you know, even if it's a bit upsetting or knowing the truth, it's good for you. So yeah, um, it's just that people, some people think, oh, we don't want to worry them, especially, oh, honestly, parents can be like that with their kids. They don't want to be a burden to their kids and this, that, the other. Let them know that it's fine, that being, not telling you everything can cause you extra anxiety. So in order, just say, let go of the worry and the fear and just, yeah, um, your gut's right and trust your gut, but don't stress too much over it. Okay. 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 So first five. Edna May. Here's 2 of 5. Edna May, you've got the 5 of Summer, the 5 of Cups. There's a reason. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others and focus on that which frightens or worries you. Of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Okay, so I often look at the 5 of Cups as a transitional card. We all go through some negative stuff in life, but there's comes a time where, like, I see the 3 cups lying on the ground is the event, the immediate reaction, and the um, or the event, the immediate aftermath, and the reaction. And those 2 cards that are standing up, it's those 2 cups that are standing up. They're like the future, and um, the need to move on. So it's a very much a transitional card. It's okay to accept loss. Accepting a loss, or that somebody's not there, or grieving for a loss of a relationship or for a person or whatever, that doesn't mean you're going to forget them and replace those things. Don't fear that. If it's a person you've lost, they will always be in your heart, and don't think that they might be angry or think that you've forgotten them. If it's a relationship that's gone south, whether it's personal, business, whatever, um, it's okay to grieve that something didn't work out, but it's more than okay to pick up and move on with new possibilities. Okay? So, whatever you've been feeling about whatever happened is okay. And it's okay for you to move on. Okay? To take a step away from whatever the situation was. This is all about transition. Okay? From a natural process, um, and don't let others thinking that you should still be in shock, still be this, still be that, stop you from moving on. That is their problem to deal with, not yours. Okay, my darling? Okay, Steve. Steve is number 3. Joji, thank you so much for your help with this and keeping track of things. Steve, what have we got here? We got the Ace of Summer for you, the Ace of Cups. Open up your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. I think it's a really good time to gather in all your energies for you. This is the Ace of Cups, and you've been going through a few things, um, and stuff, and you've just had to, just for the sake of getting through, getting stuff done, getting stuff sorted out. You've had to close yourself off. You haven't had time to be for the other people and relationships like you normally would be. And now the time's come that you can take a deep breath, move on, and open yourself up again. And everything else is going to take care of itself now, Steve. Okay. I love your yin and yang, and in your picture there. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. People love you. If you've had to deal with other stuff and hasn't, now you're in a good place to start. You know, um, reaching out to people again and letting them know that no, you didn't forget them, and you still love them, and you still care about them, and you're still there for them. Okay. Um, yeah. Don't worry. People understand more. People really do understand. So you are, you got such a big heart, my darling. Such a big heart. It's so big. Like I've put my hand on my right here for the heart, and it's like you've got enough love for two hearts, really. Mm. Jenny Penny, hello. I love that name. Card for Jenny Penny. The King of Summer. That is the King of Hearts, honourable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted, a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart and getting involved with the cultural or creative endeavour. Um, you can trust what you're being told, okay? Um, whoever's wanting to help you, you can trust them. Yeah, I think, my darling, that you're reaching the point where you're finally able to um, direct the energy that you need. Now, here's the thing about kings and stuff. Um, is they don't need to be a man; they can be a woman directing the energy. You're so warm and so loving, and you're so devoted to helping others to find their emotional peace in whatever way you do. Um, but you're finally getting back to a place of emotional balance yourself. So you've had to step away, and you're finally getting back to that yourself. Trust your judgment. I'm feeling like a creative endeavor as well. That's really, really going something art. I think someone suggested something that you do something. Take it up. Take up that suggestion because it'll be really good for you. And Yeah, whatever rocked you in the past, you're finally at a place where you can regain your balance and move forward. And yeah, it's been a little bit hard to trust trust what some people have been saying, but you're at a place where you can trust your instincts again. And I would take up the artistic thing, whatever's being suggested to you, my darling. Sandra. Sandra, will you get a new car soon? I don't know about new, but um, the seven of spring. Yes, but you've got to really stand up and say, yeah, okay. I think somebody's been saying, oh no, you won't, don't go for it. Stand up for yourself. Say yes. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Go for it, but be a little bit more assertive. You've got to get out and go for it a little bit more than just sitting back and waiting for it to come to you. So get out there and do some research. Get out there and see what's available to you. Stand your ground and don't back down. Okay. But also, it's not going to get handed to you on a silver platter. You have to go out there and be a little bit more assertive than you have been. Okay. But you will get it. Okay. But you may have to be firm with what you want so you don't get more, so you don't get handled more than what you want. Okay. Be firm about what you want, but also be firm about making sure that everything works as it should. Don't back down from any of that. If they don't want to come to your turn, don't be afraid to turn and walk down the road to the next dealership. Okay? Be assertive. You have the choice. You have the choice. You're the customer. You have the choice. Don't be afraid to say no if you're not going to meet my terms. There's someone down the road who will. You know. So yeah. Okay. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Okay. So, Bo, can you get a card? Or all right, I'll do one more. I was going to do 5. So I'll do a couple more before I wrap up. And Bo Smith, you can go first, okay? So I'm here for a little while yet. So I'll do about 5 when I wrap up. So Bo Smith will go first on that lot, okay? Joji, thank you very much. Oh, there's a spot left. Okay. Well, Joji said there's a spot left, so I'll do you now, Bo. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think Joji's right. So, Bo Smith. King of Autumn, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, gifted. This is the King of Pentacles. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Okay. Somebody's trying to get you to back down from something. Don't. Everything is going your way. A good person or company for you to work for. Okay. Yeah. Stand your ground, my darling. You know what's right. You're a very protective person. I just zoned in on the German Shepherd next to the King of Autumn here. A protector, a guardian. You know what's right, and this isn't just about you, it's about others as well. So whether it's a company thing or a family thing, you're it's not just about you, whatever you're dealing with, it's about others as well. And yeah, stand your ground and things will be okay. Okie dokie. You're a really strong person. Was Rudy Giuliani always a mm, interesting question for Randy Samur? Okay, Randy as well. Okay, Joji, thank you. Randy Samur, you've asked for a card. Never again, Joannis. Hi, welcome. I love that name, Randy. Joji's got you on the list as the last person to do a card for. So, yep. Thank you, Joji, so much and helping with that. So yeah, Randy some more. Joji kept a track of people and just told me, yeah, you've got the same as what was it, Sandra Henderson, the same as her. Pretty much be assertive and don't back down. Um, I feel like somebody's saying, I feel like you're a really creative person, and somebody's saying, oh, look, it's an interesting idea. Keep pushing it. Keep pushing it. Um, don't back down. Believe in what you're doing. And don't let other people dissuade you from following your creative passions either, you know, because you're doing it for yourself, not for somebody else's prestige. Okay. Stand up and do what you want. And if it's creative, you know, there will be prestige with whatever you want to do that's creative. Okay. Don't let other people feel threatened by it. Stand your ground and say, back up there, buddy. If that makes any sense, that's what I'm feeling like creatively. It's like it could be creative differences with something, but honestly, what you want to do is it's okay, God. It's what Randy wants to do creatively. The best thing. Yes, I'm getting yes. So stand up, stand your ground, my darling. I love that name. Never again, Joanne S. Uh, thank you for that lovely compliment. So, if I get a bit of time at the end, we've still got a few things to look at. Hi, Tina Rogers. Hi, Tina Rogers. Tina Rogers, how are you? Single card, please. Okay, Tina, I'm going to be reading some more, do some more readings at the end of the thing, and I'll put you down for a card then, okay? I think we went over the 5. I always do. But I do want to get through a few more things, but then Tina will start with you for a single card, okay? I wrap up around 12, so that's just over half an hour away. So I want to get through a few more stories and then we'll do some more single cards. Now, somebody asked, Rudy Giuliani, was he always a bad egg? How are you, Joan? Great question. Was he always a bad egg or did Trump turn him? You know, if he was the stand-up person he put himself to be 100% of the time, he would never have been turned. So there was always a bad element about Giuliani, like that. If he, so let's have a look. I don't think it was Trump who did it. He was, when he was younger, basic good news. When he was younger, he wasn't a bad egg. There's a saying that power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. His place in the world changed. So this is him at the start as a young person, good, basically good. Then his place in the world changed. Travel, money, luck, the world in the palm of his hand, new opportunities. Yeah, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. The Queen of Swords. Then he was in that position of demanding authority. The DA. He demanded authority, and then, of course, he became the mayor. Of course, he was mayor when 9/11 struck, and he was celebrated. He was celebrated because of his actions after 9/11. This is demanding authority, the DA and then the mayor. And, of course, when he was DA, he got rid of the Italian mob and all that, but that did open up openings for other people. And then I think he just started, let's have a look, new ideas. Then he started to get new ideas. Frangipani's a beautiful flower, but the trees are really, really sappy, and you don't want to get the sap on your hands. And it's like the picture, the beautiful, he was reaching for that beautiful golden flower, but you had to get mucky to get there. So he was celebrated it, but he wanted more, and he started to believe more. There's that Frangipani again with the wands, the Queen of Wands. Fiery and outspoken. He'd always been fiery and outspoken. But yeah, he was basic. The more power he got moving through life, and the more it was handed, the more he wanted to, and things were overflowing. And a helping hand, he thought like, okay, I'll help you for this, or I'll help you for that. Corruption over time. He's really started believing he could do no wrong. The King of Wands, I can do no wrong. I can do no wrong. What I say, people should listen, and I'm the kingmaker. I'm the kingmaker. I'm the kingmaker. He honestly believed he was the power behind Trump, and Trump let him believe that. There's a lot of foolishness in this man. But he started to be corrupted before Trump got really got his hands into him. It was just little things at first, this, that, and the other, and then it got more and more and more. The more he got, the more he wanted. And then he was so lauded after 9/11 that it went to his head, and things went down there from there. He wasn't born a bad apple, but he didn't pick himself off the ground when he fell from the tree. He just sat there and let the rot settle in. If that makes any sense. Yeah. He can be stripped of it. Will Rudy Giuliani be stripped of his honorary knighthood? Interesting. Let's have a look. Reflecting, they're thinking about it. A shift in his place in the world. Now the world's no longer. Now I asked if they're going to strip him of his honorary knighthood, and the world is a big yes card there, so they're definitely contemplating it. Eventually, yeah, that probably will. Oh, I'm so glad Fluffers is doing well, Joan. That is such good news to hear. Yeah? Well, I think that if there wasn't that, it wasn't born bad, but yeah, it was always there. The possibility of it was always there. You know? But some people are scum for on minor things, but not major. You know what I mean? Like they'll draw a line. Some people don't. He just didn't draw a line. He liked it. The more he got, the more he wanted. Okay, let's head back to. Firstly, I'm going to ask this Biden story. Did he send 1 million barrels of oil to a Chinese company? 9 of Swords. No. That's bull dust. Okay. People are just picking it up and doing it to try and stir things up. I do feel like maybe they had been held for a very long time and released, but yeah. So again, yeah, there's. He didn't send them, but I think they were maybe held in some port or something, possibly released them. So there's a lot. Yeah. Maybe authorized the release of them from some port where they were being held. But yeah, no, he didn't send it. Yeah, that is bull dust. Okay, now will that stolen grain be sent back from Turkey? Yeah. Okay. Will the stolen grain be sent back from Turkey? Yes, I've got the 10 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, yes, and the Wheel, which is a change. Yes, there will be a status in the change with that grain. It will be sent back, not necessarily sent back to the Ukraine, but maybe sent to where they would like it to go, where it was intended to go. You know, they'll be able to direct where it's supposed to go, where it was intended to go. So yes, they will have control over where it went. Okay, where it went, that will be sorted out. Now, Pat Cipollone. Did he back up Cassidy Hutchinson's story? Testimony. Zoe Lofgren said he didn't contradict previous witnesses. So, yeah, he had more details to add to it. Yeah. He had his own details to add to it. Yeah, definitely. This is spoke about her testimony. Yeah, I'd say he did overall with the Page of Wands. He is what he says is to be trusted. Yeah, I know Russia stole the grain. Yeah. The control of where it goes will be given back to Ukraine, and they'll be able to say where it goes. I don't know, but it's control of the grain. It is going to be back in Ukrainian hands. Yeah. So yes, he did. He did, and he told them as much as he could. The only area that he refrained from was from anything that was direct client lawyer privilege with Trump, but executive privilege, as in the office of the president to the legal counsel for the White House, that's not covered. That privilege, Biden has said no, he doesn't have to. But yeah, so the stuff when it comes to Trump's personal liability, he told as much as he could. Will the Crimea Bridge be adjusted to? I don't know much about the Crimea Bridge. So that train can't get there to be shipped. I feel it being blocked for a while, but that. Yeah, quite possibly. Like, I feel like this is blocking and people having to turn back from Russia to Crimea. Yeah, so stuff having to be turned back. So quite possibly, yeah. Yeah, there might be some blockage there. Okay. What did other witnesses have to? What did Cipollone and other witnesses have to say about the pardons? What did Cipollone have to say about the pardons that were asked for? Oh, definitely, there were people who tried to get pardons because they were scared of the consequences of their actions. Definitely. And other witnesses back that up as well. Okay. January 6th meeting, the January 6th hearing that's coming up. Now, I asked if somebody could tell me what they're looking at next. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to bring up that other window and I'm going to type in. At 7 a.m. The House is next January 6th, select on Pacific time on July 12th. 7 a.m. Pacific time is, what's that? 10 a.m. So it'll be Tuesday night my time. Okay. So I might go on live after the hearing if it's not my. I'll let you know Tuesday night when I'll go on next. But yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, leaking information wouldn't have stopped him. It's, yeah. Hasn't been revealed. So will they be looking at connections between Trump and the Oath Keepers and the bad boys? Yes. To overturn the vote of the people, yeah. Will more come out? Will they show some of Cipollone's testimony? Quite possibly. People have been turning their backs on him. Night, Patricia. Yeah, and the consequences. They're definitely going to be looking at, and maybe even, have they spoken to some Oath Keepers? Quite possibly. This is going to be a tipping point hearing. How big is this hearing going to be? Overflowing with information, overflowing emotion. Will this be it for Trump? Oh, prosecution. Interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do now is do a reading on will the Biden admin be able to get some action on gas and food prices soon? Get some changes to get some relief out to people on gas and food prices. They are working on that, okay? Families, they are looking at families. This is the family card. And how hopefully ending, this can be the end of a cycle too. So hopefully ending this cycle of ridiculously high prices and bringing things down. What will they be able to achieve? The Knight of Cups, offering some subsidy, stopping very least stopping the increases. And the Knight of Cups, messengers, sustenance, possibly making some deals. I think they might at least be able to maybe put a halt towards the continuing increases. There's looking at a lot of possibilities here. I think they might be able to bring in some subsidies. I'm feeling like this is subsidies. Oh, good. I'm glad to see that they're dropping, which is good. Now, food. Are they going to be able to do more with food? I do feel like they might be able to at least stop the increase in climate things. And some improvement with the Queen of Wands. Okay, I feel like this is a release from some of the price shortage, some of the prices and some of the shortages. Being able to get some release from that, supply chains and all that, working on that. Will prices of food be able to be coming down soon in the US? That's good. Some of the ideas that they're putting in place will start working and they'll be able to get relief from the things that have been playing here. Yeah. Oh, eggs are really expensive here at the moment. In winter, the hens lay less and they're really, really expensive. And yeah. Mm-hmm. That is really good to hear, but there'll be more. But there's some states where it hasn't. Yeah. So will they work on dropping the price of diesel fuel? Will they work to cut the price of diesel fuel? They've got things in. Yes, they're working on that. They're working on that. Yeah, 3 Trinity. They have to get some things working together. There's some deals that didn't work, but yes, they will. They will, and merchants will be able to get their things through. So I think they're cutting down. This is price gouging, and they're going to be going after that. They're working to go after that. So hopefully, yes, soon. And also, oh, look at this. That was on the bottom. Yep. And they will definitely make sure that there's a strong and a leveling of the scales. So, yeah, they're going to crack down on the price gouging, I think, and there'll be a leveling evening of the scale. So hopefully things will improve soon, probably over next month and a half, hopefully. Okay. Is there a turning point coming up for Ukraine to start getting their country back? Will they stop the? Probably not. I saw the cup. I think they'll try and keep them in as long as they can. Yeah. Mm. Okay, let's see. Is there a turning point coming for Ukraine? The Queen of Cups towards stabler. This is the loss, moving on from the loss. So that's a possibility, along with the Queen of Cups, which is a yes card, moving on from the loss. And of course, the Five of Cards is a transitional card as well. Regaining some of the old. So I think, yeah, there might be things starting to turn soon. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it all works at times, but there's definitely, they are working on it, and I do think some changes will happen soon. Okay. Anyway, my darlings, I'm going to wrap it up soon. So I'll do a few more single card reads. So Tina Rogers. So if you want a single card read, put your hand up for the next, do a wave. Tina Rogers, she's first up. So just remember, gas prices go around in cycles as well, but they're going to have to start cracking down on the diesel. Tina Rogers, going to the highest truth and compassion. Can you please give me a card for Tina Rogers? The Four of Spring. That's the Four of Wands. Minor jealous celebration. Be grateful. You have so much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. I feel like with the four things are starting to come together for you, Tina. And especially an improvement in some relationship or something, but definitely like a coming together of your family and maybe a bit of healing going on. So this is definitely all about celebration and family and love. You're painting that's fine, Shelby Lisa. And hello to all my lovely lurkers. I haven't said hello yet. Hello. And also to everyone who chooses to watch my videos later on. Thank you so much. Please give us a thumbs up and stuff and show your support. Mm-hmm. So Tina Rogers, I feel like there's possibly even some minor rifts might be healed, but there's a really good opportunity coming up for celebrations. I don't know this. I honestly don't know if any of what I say resonates with people, but I do feel like this is very much about family for you, and reuniting and celebration. So I don't, so And I think in doing this and in coming together, it will really bring a sense of security for you and for others who are maybe feeling like some of that security's been a bit of loss, but the security of family. So I don't know if that resonates with you, Tina. So that's for Tina Rogers. Okay. Okay, so who would like a card? I can do 4 more people. That does. Oh, that's good, Tina. Will you retire soon? You could use a card. Oh, yes, okay, no problem. Human generic. Yep. LF, will I retire soon? Oh, look at that, Bubba. Little mask. LF. I think you've got a little way to go, LF. The 2 of Autumn. So that's the 2 of Pentacles, the juggling card. Bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs. An exceptional talent for multitasking. Okay, definitely you've got a few balls up in the air, and you really got them all up in the air because you really you want to retire, and you're doing everything you can to make that happen. I do feel like it's also a kind of manifestation, and I do feel like your efforts are paying off. And you are getting closer to retirement. I feel like you still got a little ways to go, but also find some fun. Thank you for joining. Oh, you'll probably have to chase that friend, Marie. Okay. 22 months. Okay, that's what you're looking at for your retirement. Yeah, I think, yeah. I think you will get there. I think you will get there. And LF, and honestly, just relax a little bit and enjoy relationships and fun relationships, and honestly laugh every day, and if you can laugh with a stranger, that makes it even more special. Okay, so find something to laugh about and enjoy every day, not laughing at people, but just things that you find that make you smile and laugh. Okay, and that will help the time go so much quicker too. Human generic, you could do with a card, my darling. Okay, things are changing. Yeah, you'll have to keep chasing that friend. You might have to threaten them with small claims court or something. Okay, Marie? Human generic. Things are changing. The King of Spring, the King of Wands. Innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. Definitely. You're a strong person, my dear. An unexpected supporter for your cause. So you've got a lot of changes happening around you. And you're very organized. And those skills are really needed now. Um, but there have been people who have been trying your patience. Take an extra deep breath with them. Um, and direct your energy away from them. Okay? You've got some priorities you want to get done. Direct your energy towards those. The people who've been trying your patience, they're not going to help the situation at all. Just tell them, look, you're no good to me in this situation. I have to move on and do things my way, and show that leadership. Show that leadership. Unexpected support for your cause, possibly, but I think it's more like, oh, you didn't think that you would get support from that person more than that. You know what I mean? But they've always been there to offer it. So, yeah. It can be hard to just say to some people, look, I cannot give you the energy that you are demanding of me. I cannot give you the time. But you're going to have to do that with a couple of people, okay? And I think you know who they are. But again, this is all about guidance. Whether you do or you don't do that is up to you. But I think you know where you need to spend your energy, and direct your energy. The kings are directors, the planners and directors, and don't let anybody upset the plan that you've got ahead of you for now. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Good night, Edna May. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you. Never again. Okay. Well, it's just after midday here, so if nobody else wants a card, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you again for joining me, my darlings. Love you all. I will let you know what's happening with Tuesday. It just depends on what. Yes, let's all send Edna May. You've got a COVID outbreak at the jail. Let's still test. Okay, Edna May. Lots of loving energy towards you, my darling, and protective energy. Hugs to all. Thank you guys for joining me. Stay safe, stay happy, stay strong, stay loving, and stay laughing. And I will post when I'm doing the live, whether it'll be Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. Just depends on what time the hearing is on here. So it might be late Tuesday night, which will be after the hearing on Tuesday morning. I'll let you know. Okay, love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.